All right, here's an example of a fellow that does have patience, and his patience was rewarded. He took the $5 offer. As I noted, the first attempt did not pan out in July, but the second attempt did pan out, and we had multiple trades in between there that recovered all of the losses from the July trade. And you can see that this fella, Bill B, I'll just use the initial of his last name, Bill B, says that he made enough money on the September puts to keep the SMT subscription going in perpetuity. So this is an example of a trader that has patience, didn't get frustrated when one trade didn't work out, and listened to me, didn't overextend himself, didn't bet too heavily, because we did get in a bit early on these puts. Picking tops is next to impossible, and very often we're going to be either too early or a little late. We're never going to time it perfectly. But he didn't lose patience. He just held a position. He wasn't over leveraged or overexposed, so he was able to hold a position, and then that position paid off big time, and now he can afford his SMT subscription for as long as he wants to keep it. And all of the people that let their emotions control them, or they didn't follow my instructions, they got too heavily leveraged, so they couldn't hang on to the early entry, or there were a couple of bounces along the way where the Federal Reserve tried to stop the crash. If you were over leveraged, your position size was too big, you weren't able to hold on through those. They were convincing bounces. And then I warned everybody when we got to that trend line that this was a prime spot for the Fed to step in and intervene in the markets and try and stop the rest of the daily cycle low. And I urged everybody to just be happy with your gains. Everybody had made at least enough on just one put to pay for a year's subscription. So don't be so greedy that you end up giving back all of your gains. So the people that listen to me, the people that can control their emotion, they didn't get over leveraged, they didn't get overexposed. They did exactly what I said I was going to do, and they made more than enough money to pay for the entire year subscription of the SMT. And if they bought maybe 2 subscriptions or 2 contracts, then they probably paid for 2 or 3 years worth of. And I've proven that I know what I'm talking about with these cycles, and that then we can make money. It doesn't mean I'm going to win on every trade. I'm not. But over time, I'm going to make money, and your portfolio will generally go up over time, as opposed to what most retail traders do is they make a little money and then they lose it, and then they make a little bit and then they lose it, and then they lose a little bit more, and then they're down a little bit, and then they make a little bit and then they lose a little bit more. So if you want to learn how to consistently make money over time, you need to be subscribed to the SMT portfolio. And just like I did with this $5 offer, anybody that listened to me and had patience, I did exactly what I promised I was going to do. The people that couldn't control their emotions and gave up too quick, yeah, they fucked up and they missed out on a nice opportunity.